In today's lab, we will be looking at how to create visual effects using Adobe After Effects. For example, I've got this tutorial which you have to download from your Moodle area for today's class. It's called the CarHit. Just download all the folder, and then it will have some assets file as well. Just have a look at this video, please. Okay. Right, so once you've downloaded your folder called CarHit from your Moodle area for this week, you'll see 4 different clips. So the first clip is a background plate. So if I just kind of play this for you, let's have a look, and the car is just simply passing by. It's a very clean plate, and probably is filmed on 1080. This sound file is a kind of Foley sound where it's basically a car crash sound. If I play this, there you go. This is a PNG file, which I'm going to talk about why we do need this PNG file. And then we got Sam walking just towards the green screen. Okay, I believe you kind of got the point where I'm going to create a visual effects where this car is going to hit Sam. Okay, and it's done very simply and very effectively as well. So let's go and open After Effects now. So if I just click on After Effects, if you don't have After Effects on your dock area, just go to Application and just go to Finder and type After Effects, and you'll find this this icon. If I click on After Effects, okay, I've already opened After Effects there. It will come like a blank kind of canvas, so there's no footage previously done here. So what we're going to do is look at the project here, where your project window is, where you will import all your file, your SAM footage file, your CarHit files. Your composition is here, where you're going to view what's happening. And the main window is going to be your main composition. Then we got your timeline, where you're going to start animating your Sam, getting rid of the green screen, so on. So basically I'm going to take you through this whole tutorial where you're going to actually learn how to really get rid of the green screen and how Sam fly away with the car. Okay, let's start our tutorial. So if you go to File and Import, don't go to Files, just go to Multi-Files, because remember they're more than one file. So just go to Multi-Files and click on Sam. So if I can find my files here, there we go. CarHit. In your case, you need to save your CarHit in your shared local. Okay, just simply just highlight that and open it, and what you'll see, it will appear on your project. Now sometimes what will happen, it wants you to import more files. Just ignore them, just say cancel. Okay, let's have a look at the files. Just simply just either you can double click it, something like that, or either you can just simply press on this little pointer pointing on the right, and it will come down. So just double click on the BG plate, and then we got the Sam hit here as well. So here in the top you see that if I double click on BG plate, that changes to BG, and that will play. So if I just play is spacebar. So if I just play with spacebar there, and if I just go to Sam, and then Sam is playing as well. Okay, now the whole exercise is basically I'm going to line up Sam that he gets hit with a car, and then you see this part here, he'll be flying away, going off the shot. Okay, now to start with, I need to create a composition. At the moment, I'm just only viewing my work in the project window. Now what I need to do is create a composition where I'm going to start bringing my footage down here. Now to create a composition where you know what's the size of the film, the best way to do it is simply just go on your main clip which you think that's going to be my background, just simply drag it down to this little icon which says create a new composition, just right there. Okay, so just simply drag your BG plate, create a new composition, and I always change it, because at the moment it says BG plate there because it just kind of replicates that. So if I just simply do a right click and rename that, and I'll say master plate, master comp actually, MP. Okay, to start with, I've now put on my BG plate now, and then I'm going to bring my Sam walking on top of it. Okay, now remember that my BG plate is going to be my background, and my Sam walking is going to be my main movie there. So if you see these little two eyes, it's like Photoshop, you can just get rid of it. That's like a black channel now. If I just go back, eyes, and here. Okay, now what we're going to do is simply line them up. So if I just kind of bring my Sam somewhere here where he's kind of, bending backwards, bring this arrow pointing downwards, transform, and then go to optimizing. So I'm going to just bring it down a little bit so to actually line that up with Sam. So if I just now kind of look, the guy's walking in. Okay, it's kind of lined up. So I can kind of bring it a little bit more closer there, and then you can see that he's gonna get a hit. Okay, at the same time, what you can do is you can see that there you go. So that's kind of well lined. So you can also come back and just kind of go back to 100%, and off we go. Okay, so once you've aligned Sam, okay, what we need to do is now get rid of the background. So we're going to create a little mask around this green screen. So if I just kind of just bring him back here, just go to the pen tool. Just bear in mind, you must be seeing that I've zoomed in. So you can always zoom in, or just go on the zoom tool here. Just go plus sign, or if you want to just go back, press on the Alt key, and it gives you the minus sign. So that means you can always go back, plus and minus. Okay. So now I'm going to just simply click on the pen tool. Just create some dots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now remember, my last one has to finish where I started from. See, I'm just putting right there, and you can see with the pen tool this little circle appears as well. So if you just simply click there, and off we go. So I'm happy with that. So if you just see that the guy is walking, and we know that it's going to get a hit. So if you just play this back, just want to see nothing cuts off. See, you can see the hands cutting off there, which is not quite good. So what I can do, I can go back on the pen tool and kind of simply click on this plus add vertex tool. So if I just kind of bring this up here. So if you are doing something like that, just make sure that you kind of bring it back. So if I just kind of do that, let's play it back. There you go. So nothing is cut off with Sam here, right? So now what we can do is just simply double check if everything's all aligned. Everything looks good. Okay, I'm fine with that. Okay, so just make sure that you give a nice space there so you don't really cut the hand or the foot or anything like that. And we need to use some effects. If you cannot see effects preset on your right, just make sure you go to Windows and Effects and Preset. It's ticked. You see that there's nothing there. If I just click on Effects and Presets, and there you go. So I've got it there. So let's go on. Just type in key, K-E-Y. Okay, and then simply go to color key, and then drag the color key on top of Sam. Not here. Please don't drop your color key on the car footage. Let me undo that. Drop the key on Sam here. So if I just do that, That's perfect. And you can see on your left now, I've got effects control, Sam walking. If I just simply select the grabber and then select a green shade, let's get rid of as much as possible. Okay, and then let's drag another key. So you keep on doing it until you kind of get rid of as much as green you have. So I think I'm pretty done there. So if I just kind of play this back. Okay, so you can still see that there's a lot of garbage matte happening, but that's part of the whole scene that we need to really kind of tighten the edges as well. So if you just kind of see this part here where you can still see some green happening here, so we can get rid of that in a minute. Okay, let me just do that. Let's get another color and let's go and select this green. So we can get rid of as much as possible. See that? So there you go. I'm pretty much happy with that. Okay, so there you go. So still we got some garbage matte happening, but it's fine. I'm happy with this. Okay, so just make sure that you kind of try to use as much as, like, you just need only about 3 color keys to just really set it up. And the reason why we did that is you can see that they've got different shades of green. It's not because it's outdoor shoot and it's lit differently. It's obviously daylight, so you got the shadows, you got the wind blowing, and you can see the curtain in and out. Okay, now let's go to okay, now let's go to chalk matte. So basically simple chalk. So if you just type in simple. Okay, simple chalk is basically what they're going to do. What we're going to do is we're going to just make sure these green lines are much more visible so that we can use the key light, which is the main key light for taking the green out totally. So if I just use a simple chalk here, there you go, and I can just simply bring that up like that. See that? So I know that I can really get rid of that green nicely. With those dots, we were really kind of struggling. So what I've done is just simply use the simple chalk, just bring that in a bit more, and I'm pretty much happy with that. Okay, so once we establish the chalk mark there, you can see very clearly that now I've got really good nice thick green there, where we can really get rid of the green very nicely with the key light. Now the reason why we use color keys, just basically it renders quickly and you can see the results. The results are really good, so that we had a good masking there. Let's go to key light, bring in the key light again in here, and now let's select the color. So let me just go and grab hold of this. Let's select. Okay, so wow, pretty much you can see the result there. Pretty much really tight. It's really good. So but still there's some edges there. What we can do, we can go to pre-blur, just kind of go, make sure that it's kind of, make sure pre-blur is there. Okay, I'm not going to go too much on this because we can just kind of carry on and on. So let me just go only on the soft screen just to give that kind of touch. Okay, there you go. Okay, so just have as a really simple green. We're not going to work too hard on really getting everything down because this could take ages. So now we have got a nice chroma key out. Okay, so now the real thing really is how we can get this guy flying away. Okay, now when we are pretty much happy with Sam, I can obviously move Sam around wherever I like. Now let's link up Sam and the car. So Sam's walking and off he goes there. So basically I want him to come back a bit more. And what I'm going to do is kind of bring Sam somewhere at the bottom there. So basically the shot could be like the Sam still walking. Let's not show his legs. Okay, and then what I'm going to do, press on the shift key, and if you can see those little dots, these 1, 2, 3, the corner 4 dots, not the inner crop one, the outer, the lighter dots, I can simply press on the shift key and just increase Sam's size. So if you can really kind of bring him a little more bigger. So if you just bring Sam a bit more bigger, so there you go. If you just press the shift key, it will obviously give you the constant size. If you don't press the shift key, you can obviously do something like that. So you'll really mess up Sam's kind of size. So if you just undo that and then press shift, okay, just click on the dot first and then shift and then just move up a bit more. So kind of I want to make it in a way that it looks quite natural as well, that Sam is walking past. It was a close-up shot and he turns around and off he goes. See, the hit could be somewhere here actually. So if you just bring this down and there you go, I've got it. So that's the hit there. So Sam will fly away from the scene now. Okay, and he gets hit. There you go. Okay, there you go. And I can do a little bit more increasing there. So if you just do that more. So if you just get Sam just coming in and he gets hit and that's it. There you go. So I'm happy with that part. So once we have done this part there, so we need to just really align this quite carefully. So as soon as he turns around, the car should really hit. So we're just going to bring this here and the car is hit and he's going to go rolling in. So that's my rolling point somewhere there. Okay, make sure you click on Sam and click on this little pointer. Okay, and then obviously we've got the mask there, we've got effects, we've got transform. Go on the transform and click on position. Okay, this point here. Right, as soon as you click on position, that means now we're going to really make a keyframe. As soon as I click on the keyframe, you can see this dot appears, this part there. So if you just kind of bring this in here, there's one, and then if I just kind of move my my timeline frame, so if you just on this frame 2, so there we go. So I think from this point Sam is disappearing. So what I'm going to do is simply address this line where I want Sam to get out from the scene. Just simply bring him out like that, and you can see this timeline happening. The whole process is making sure that you press on your position, making sure that Sam was here. See, that's if you just play this back, it hits and Sam runs away. But we can see here there's a lot of work to be done. So if I just kind of now go individually to different frames, so obviously it's 24 frames a second, so just frame 1, I can kind of bring it back a bit here, and then there you go, frame 2, just bring it back, here we go, again, there you go, and back a bit, and there you go. So if I just play this back, whoa, it's a good hit. So there you go. So he's just kind of got flying away. Okay, so once I've got this hit there, what we can do is now just kind of preview this. So if I just press on spacebar, excuse me. Okay, and here what happens, obviously he's trying to come out, but just kind of move your cursor there. So if you just kind of play this back, there you go. Okay, so I'm nearly done. So I'm just going to play it last time. Happy with that. And as you can see that, you can obviously do a lot of changes with this. You can kind of timeline that. So if I just kind of show you this position, I've got so many different kind of keyframes there. Okay, with this, you can even kind of rotate Sam as well by simply pressing on the rotate keyframe. Just simply kind of just see from this point, I can kind of bring him down that way, and you know, it's really down to you how you want to really work it out. But the main principle of this is just making sure that you understand how keyframing is done. Okay, so I'm happy with that. Let's go back on our project now, and I'm going to just simply bring in this sound. this CarHit. So if it's going to bring this in right at the end. Okay, now with sound on After Effects, it's quite complex sometimes because you need to find where to play, where's the play blast and stuff. You cannot, if I just press on the spacebar, you won't be able to hear the sound. Okay, so don't start thinking you've lost the sound. The sound is still there, but you need to, there's a way to play it back. So I will kind of leave it to you guys. Have a think about how you're gonna, where you want the crash to be. So basically, if I was you, I would bring the crash somewhere down there. If you want to see the WAV file, just simply make sure that you click on this pointer downwards. It will say audio. Just bring it down. You go audio levels, and the waveform monitor will come in. The waveform kind of would come. And the way you preview it, if you cannot see the preview bar here, make sure you go to Windows and Preview, and then you'll be able to play your sound back by simply clicking on the sound here, RAM Preview. Okay, so once you've done that, I hope that today's lab would give you a thorough understanding of how really in a simple way visual effects are done. Okay, so we had the green screen, matte, and then we had the main kind of BG plate where the car is passing by and the guys got hit, and I think that's it really. So hope you've enjoyed this tutorial, and I'm hoping to see you next week, and next week we're going to kind of elaborate on this more. We're going to try to put some 3D text in and see if we can kind of mix it more with the color correction as well, because of course there's a lot of work to be done. So hopefully in the next tutorial we'll talk more about how we can get this color corrected as well. Okay, thank you.